My job is to make sure that the boys have a physical platform by which they can perform on every weekend. That incorporates making sure that all the fitness components are tied and knitted together as best as we possibly can, facilitating for a good rugby program. The game is so aggressive and physical that the strong, the powerful and the fast are the boys that start to come through to the top. And that's what we're trying to develop inside the gym, is we're trying to give them the underlying strength characteristics, the ability to repeatedly express this strength and repeated power, and then they will carry that over into the pitch.
It's a massively important part of the game, especially the modern game, the physical requirements of rugby, not just sort of strength-wise, but endurance-wise. A lot of that we'll sort of build that in the gym. It's a massively enjoyable part of it as well for me. It's nice to get a lot of hard work in. We do a lot of grafting here that translates out onto the pitch, which is always good. I play rugby because I love playing out on the pitch, but I guess only as you develop and mature and come into a professional environment do you really understand the importance of the work you do off the pitch, and a lot of that's in the gym. So for me, that's probably something that's sort of developed as I've got a little bit older, but now definitely realise the significance of putting in the hard yards in here and how that will translate out onto the pitch.
Before we'd look at any one just as a single entity, we would actually plan, let's just say, a block which would incorporate a few weeks at a time. When you're planning from that type, you're actually dealing with the coaches and the high performance unit a lot, where you've got a lot of people who have different skill sets in different realms, both within the world of strength, within the world of con, the rugby coaches, and you tie off thematically to the most important thing, which is rugby. And then you start to build all the components underneath it to make sure that they facilitate in to provide a good base by which the most important thing is put in front of the players. Once you get to the week level, very simply what you're doing is you're reviewing what's gone previously, and you're trying to find out what's gone well, what's not gone so well, and what needs improving in order for us to push through a successful week. And it depends on where you are in any given cycle, what you're actually reviewing. And then from a day-to-day basis inside each one, you're tying off the detail within pretty much the two biggest components of training, which we have are both in gym and on pitch.
Remember what I said last week about just chipping away with the load going up? Keep that going. And then next today, we're just going 2 sets, so intensity's going up a little bit. 2 sets of 7 seconds on your ISO at 85%. So just the 2 sets. And again, check your charts over there for your percentages. Yeah, we all cool with that? Yes, Matthew.
Everyone has specific needs and requirements, especially as the season goes on. When you pick up little knocks and whatnot, no one's ever in the same boat. And so PJ and Matty will be the main ports of call gym-wise, and they'll tailor everything to what you need and what's going to suit you. For example, you pick up a little knock at the weekend and your program will be changed as to what you need during the week and how you can maybe change an exercise that might affect your injured area and do a different exercise that's not going to impact that.
What we need to do is factor as many possible things as we can in order to fully inform any decision we make for any individual in the squad. Because you're dealing with a squad of upwards of 60, 65 players. And each one of those professional athletes is an individual in his own right and requires subtly different treatment. And for some, it's a really, really, really important part to get right. And you only get it right by dealing with the athlete themselves as well. So you need to involve them in their journey. So you need to listen to the athlete, you need to hear what they're saying, and if they're telling you something, it's most likely for a good reason. And what you get is, when you talk to an athlete, you get their perception of what's going on inside their world. And whatever their perception is, for the best part, it's reality. And then you take that information and you go back to what you previously asked around how do we design a block, which incorporates a few weeks, where are we within that, how is the athlete tracking, what are they talking like, what are they feeling like, what do their load metrics, let's just say from a GPS point go, what does their gym scores look like. You bring it all together You're trying to fully inform as best as you possibly can for the best direction possible on any given day for each one of those 60 athletes.
There's a lot of movements and movement patterns that we do in the gym that sort of directly relate to different movements that we use in rugby. So for example, take a line out lift. It's very sort of shoulder explosive power based, and there's plenty of exercises you can do in the gym that uses that exact movement. There's all sorts, that's just one example, but there's loads more where movements are directly correlated to movements out on the pitch.
The backs and forwards would do subtly different things, let's just say from a squad programming point of view. So if you take Chris Barker and Matty Pickard, the gym program they design is based off forwards back split, and then on certain days it goes a little bit finer from a front row might have to do a certain exercise within the realm of power, whereas when you work your way down through back row into the backs, it starts to look a little bit different, so it becomes more positional specific. And again, if you go back to the individual, when you get to position specific, you can then treat the individual within that, if there needs to be a subtle modification there as well.
Nice, just keep chin tucked in slightly, look through your eyebrows at the mirror. Yeah, chin in, there we go. Your low back stays exactly the same position, chest is up, but your chin's in. And we're at, that's nice. Yeah, good work. Very nice. Nice toe.
I really enjoyed that power session. It's different, it's more sort of explosive, and it's probably less weight, a bit more, like I say, explosive and quick movements, which sort of suits me and which I really enjoy doing. And then, like I say, it gets you in a really good spot for the weekend and feel like you've prepared your body and physiologically you're ready to fire on a Saturday.
You see so many people going on so many different journeys, and they're all trying to align their journey towards one common goal. And the talent that is here within the squad, and the desire that is here within the squad, and the diligence at which these players bring to the training program every day is, I feel privileged to work with the group because of that alone. Like, they genuinely want it. They genuinely want to push on and get better every day. And that goes from like your young academy to your really senior, older pro. Lads are just wanting to push on. Well, the pride thing is, again, I find it hard to put it into words. I think the pride thing comes down to maybe on game day when you see the lads put on the jersey and you see them running out and you're just looking on. Again, it's another moment by which you recognise, you know what, it's a privilege to be involved with this group of people. Like, the place is amazing. It's genuinely an amazing place to work. The people here are truly fantastic. Like, truly fantastic, from players right down to through to all the staff. It's just a special place, man, and probably come back, I find it very hard to put that into words.